Hello everyone. I'm quite excited to do this. It's been rattling around in my head and I finally got around to finishing this. So if you're listening to this, that means I've actually finished the project. So hooray! I don't really have a channel name picked out yet. Really, it's up in the air. It's up for discussion. Personally, my personal ideas and the names that I've come up with so far is web novel analyst and reviewer, which I felt at the moment is kind of pretentious. And then there's an interesting relationship between pretentiousness and arrogance. But as a more, I think I'll definitely be considering that for a more official name in the future if I do decide to change it. Unless we could come up with a better one or someone else comes up with a better one. And then moving on, some other ideas would be, the next one would be Adrifting, just as a temporary screen name or something to refer to me as. It's a screen name that I sometimes use on message boards, and I think it would be a temporary and cool nickname to use. Moving on. If you want a pseudonym or an actual name to call me as, we can talk about that later. I do have one. I prefer not to mention it right now. So this is not a formal history channel, and I've definitely seen some amazing ones out there, like OSP, which is Overly Sarcastic Productions. Shout out to you guys. You guys do a great job. And Extra Credits History. The Extra Credits channel has been one of the ones I've been following for a very long time. But really, I'm mostly basing this off of the Crowd's Country Ball channel. It's a history channel. It's a YouTube history channel. And I find it quite fascinating that they call these video creators and the places where they post their videos channels. It's almost like TV channels, but adapted for YouTube and online. I'm just going over a lot of preliminary stuff about this topic, and I'm not really pursuing a lot of sources on hand. I mean, I could definitely put them up if a lot of people request it, but I'm trying to keep this as brief and as quick as possible, which you'll find is definitely not what happened here. So just a couple quick disclaimers and quick stuff I'd just like to mention. This is really all coming from personal knowledge, and I don't have a lot of sources on hand, although I do a lot of my own research behind the scenes. And you can find a lot of those sources, sites, and links down below attached with my image and copyright documents. But for brevity and speed of production, I generally don't mention sources unless it's like a YouTube channel or I want to credit someone. And most of this is coming from knowledge I've generally absorbed over time. So if I were to actually look for and find sources to support my arguments, it'd take even longer. So yeah, as I said before, I'm saying this with a lot of my personal experience with stories. If I get something wrong, do point it out, maybe in the comment section, and I may go back and change it. But for now, I'll do my best on mistakes, and I'll be cutting this into parts just to shorten things up and divide the workload. Most of my videos won't start off like this, but this is my first project, so please be kind to me and work with any of my mistakes and confidence or lack thereof.